Hello everybody, good afternoon. This is Harry from the Sinus Factory in Bangkok, Thailand. And today with a new episode of something I want to show you. And today we'd like to talk about the flatness of letters. You know, how crisp can they be? And we have here a table full of letters which we're shipping today to a customer. And what you can see is that if you look over those letters, the faces are incredibly crisp. And I want to tell you something about that. The reason why these letters are so crisp is simply because we use a material of the face which is thick enough. So the larger the letter, the thicker the face needs to be in order after all the soldering, all the fabrication, to make them still look as crisp as they are. So that's one thing. The thickness of the material, very important. The second thing is the soldering. So when we fabricate these letters, we have to solder the edges. Now we can also choose for laser welding. We have lots of laser welding machines, but with these kind of letters, we prefer to use soldering. And the reason for that is because soldering is done at only 450 Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, which is almost cold for the material. This material melts at, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 Fahrenheit. Or 1800 degrees Celsius. So with 200 degrees, you don't put so much heat in the material that it starts warping. And that's what the chances you have with welding by lasering. Okay. So see, so we weld this by soldering on the inside. And then a third thing what we do is we finish the edges to perfection. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but these edges, they're completely filed all around. So when you look at it, you do not see the distinction between the face and the return. And that is because it's soldered. The solder comes through the seam, and we file it off, and it just looks like perfection. So this is what I call a perfect fabricated letter. I'm not saying that nobody can do this, but this is really as good as it gets. That's what I want you to know. Now, if we turn them around, we see the inside is painted white, which is of course necessary for perfect reflection. We only need a few LEDs to make this thing give a halo lit that you can see from 100 meter or 200 meters difference. Also, the wiring is important. This, by the way, is all UL certified. The thickness of the wire is very important in case the distance between the power supply and the letter is very long. So it's a long wire, you need a thick wire. Also, when you have a lot of LEDs, you need a thicker wire, of course, to feed all these LEDs. Okay? This is what I want to show you today. I hope you like it, and you know where to find us. www.thesinusfactory.com in Bangkok, Thailand. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.